Bonjour à tous, aujourd'hui on est avec Lucie, qui est un prénom qu'on a emprunté, ce n'est pas son vrai prénom, et elle va nous raconter un peu ce qu'elle a vécu, en quelques mots simples. Voilà, c'est une première interview, donc peut-être que le format est un peu artisanal, mais on espère que ça vous intéressera. Donc en première question, est-ce que tu peux nous parler de toi-même?
Okay, my names are Lucy Cherotich Keme. I was born in 1984 on September 11th. I'm from Kenya, and I come from 8 members of family, 2 parents and 6 children. I have 5 sisters and 1 brother. All we are coming from Kalenjin ethnic.
Donc tu es en France en tant que réfugiée. Est-ce que tu peux nous parler un peu de ton parcours?
Okay, I leave my country because I was persecuted of being lesbian, and I had to escape from my home in order to save my life, because my life was in danger, and so I escaped. And so when my parents realized, and they caught me red-handed with my girlfriend that I had in Kenya, and that was the end of me and my parents. So they rejected me. They wanted me to be in jail. Even they give my names to police for me to go to prison. They say they don't want to see me. So that's how I ran. When they caught us, I tried to escape from my home, and I went to a town which is called Nairobi. It's a big city in Kenya. It's our capital city. So I had a friend there, and when I went to my friend, since we were friends since in college, and she was a kind and nice lady, so I went, I explained everything what happened. So after she agreed to help me, because she was also a lesbian, and she had a money, she had a good job in my country. So I explained, and she helped me, and she find me a way to save my life, because I was in danger, and I did not have anywhere to go. My parents rejected me, so I was alone. So she was the only one to help me. So she helped me, and she introduced me to a club of lesbian, which it was in Nairobi. So I joined, and the woman of the club helped me to process my passport, my visa. So then I came from Nairobi on May 2015. From Nairobi to Brussels by aeroplane. After Brussels, I came to Marseille. Okay, in homosexual association in Kenya, it's very hard. You cannot. It's not free. They have to hide, so that to run that as the association. And also another thing is, those people who are in associations are big people. They have a lot of money. They have a lot of, so they corrupt government, so that they allow them to stay. So people who they don't have money, people who struggling, they cannot have association because they don't have money. So where I live, my country, my home, my village home, and my town, it's there is a large tribe that they don't agree about homosexual. Generally in Kenya, they don't accept it to be free, to have freedom of homosexual in Kenya. So my parents, they didn't let me to stay in big cities. So I was in my small town, and we could not find any association. Since when we were in village, there is no television, there is no internet. So it's hard to access the association in Kenya.
Mais il existe des associations.
Yeah, it exists, but not everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
In capital city.
Capital city,
yes.
yeah, but in other cities it's not existing. It's only existing in big cities.
Est-ce que tu peux nous parler des personnes LGBT? Comment elles vivent dans ton pays? Est-ce que tu peux nous en dire plus?
Yeah, homosexual or LGBT in Kenya, they live in difficulties because we don't have freedom to live the way you want. So they see like you are doing abomination. They see you are doing it's like you are doing a crime. So we don't have freedom to live as a LGBT. So we have to hide ourselves in our families, in society, also in government, because they don't accept that. So we have to hide, and it's very difficult, it's stressful, because hiding, you cannot live as you feel yourself like you don't live as a human, because something that you hide, they don't give us freedom to live as what we are, as what we want. Yes. So it's difficult.
Est-ce que les personnes elles risquent la peine de mort ou la peine d'emprisonnement?
Yeah, it depends. For example, in a village or society that they don't agree totally, so they do mob justice, because in village they don't have police around there. So when they find somebody, first they can kill you. Again, when your parents say you have to, maybe they find, even police, when they find you go to jail. So it depends where yeah.
Okay. Maintenant que tu es en France, comment est-ce que tu vis ton homosexualité?
Okay, well, since I arrived in France,
yes.
I feel good, I feel happy, because I have freedom to live the way I want, because it's not like my country. So I feel good. I met many associations here that I could not get in Kenya, like activities of playing football, yes. Going to torturées, dance, going to meetings of lesbians. And I feel happy. I feel like, oh, this is where I wanted. So I feel good in France. When I met my association in Marseille, CEL, Centre Evolutive Lily, yes. And they accepted me as their own family. So I feel that they care about me. They concern about me that I could not get in my country, and I feel good. I feel I'm so excited and feel more happy. Even they help me to join many activities, like I play in football in a club called Must. Also in meetings of lesbians, I used to go, and it's important. It's very important for me as a refugee, because I see lesbians. They help each other. We come as one family, so I'm really happy. I'm feeling good to be here.
Yes, you're feeling good.
Yeah, I feel good to live here in France.
Est-ce que tu as encore des contacts avec tes parents, ou est-ce que tout a été coupé et vous ne parlez plus depuis que tu es partie?
When I leave my country, I didn't go with anything, because my parents found me in our home. We were in our home, so I left everything. I don't contact anybody, because even they don't know where I am now. So when I escape, I forget everything about Kenya. So I'm alone here, like that.
Okay.
So I don't communicate to anybody.
Quelles sont selon toi les difficultés principales que peuvent rencontrer les lesbiennes de couleur en France?
It's difficult because, for me,
yes.
I see lesbian are very nice family, because they accept everybody with difficulties. I'm black in color, but they don't see color.
Yes.
They see what problem that I have, and I love lesbian family or associations because they don't see color, they don't see which country are you coming from. They accept you, they welcome you as their own family. So for me, I feel good, I feel nice to be with them, be with lesbian, and I'm enjoying.
Okay. No racism?
No racism. I've never seen racism in.
It's good.
Yeah. Okay. So for me, I'm feeling okay, and because I've never seen any racism for me.
Okay. Quel est ton point de vue à propos des marches des fiertés par exemple, ou des tournois sportifs LGBT, ou des événements LGBT comme ça?
Okay, I can say in activities like sports,
yes,
like football, I see it's important for me because it make me to, when I come, I play, I met my fellow friends of lesbian in football. We play, we talk, we laugh. So I feel good. I feel I forget my past. I forget stressed because to live as a refugee and with all those, when you are past, when you find yourself alone, you think many things. So when I go to activities like playing football, because I used to play every Friday weekend, so I feel to forget. I'm not stressed. I feel okay. I'm feeling comfortable when I'm with other lesbians.
Okay. And about the Pride, Marche des Fiertés, do you ever go in?
Yes, I went to one, but I didn't understand well about Pride. But I see many different people come together. I want to say that thank you for those who are watching us and listen what I experience. And also I would like to say that when you find somebody who is having difficulties from from different countries as a lesbian, you help. When she need help as a lesbian, I know we are one family and we have to help each other to be one. It's life that we want, and so I just want to tell lesbians, let's come together to be one, to support each other, to help each other. Thank you for those who support. Thank you for those lesbians who see refugees like me, who are concerned about refugees like me and other people. I say thank you and continue to support other lesbians.
So thank you. Thank you for your story. J'espère que ça vous a aidé comme témoignage, et donc on remercie Lucie pour nous avoir parlé de son expérience, et si jamais vous avez des questions, n'hésitez pas.